Hi, this is DreadCode, and today I want to talk about crocheting. When I asked on my Instagram and in my last video what would you guys like me to talk about or what questions would you like me to answer, most of you said crocheting. There's a lot of controversy around crocheting your dreads. If you don't know what it is, crocheting your dreads is when you take all the loose hair and you wrap it around a crochet hook or a latch hook and you just stick it inside the shaft of your dread. A lot of people who get new dreads when they start their dreads, or if they have a lot of loose hair, they look to see what they can do to make it look neater and more mature, and they automatically go to crocheting. And a lot of people aren't informed about it, and they don't know the dangers that can happen, or the problems that could arise from it. And one of the big problems from crocheting is having weak spots in your dreads, or making your roots weak, which can essentially make the dreads, when the worst comes, is that your dreads can snap off, or it's not good. So I crochet my dreads. I try not to do it as often because I know what can happen, and I try my best to do it safely. So I crochet my dreads with a 0.5mm crochet hook. I bought this online with shipping and everything, and it ended up being like $10, but I know that Walmart sells them. I don't know for this small, but I know that they sell them for about $5 or less. So another bad thing with crocheting is that when you're working near the roots and you have short loose hair, and you're wrapping it around and you're ready to, and you crochet it in, it's gonna fall out. And that's kind of the cycle that a lot of people that crochet their hair get into, is that they just keep on trying to crochet it in and try to make it look neat, when it's just breaking more hairs, and it's overall just it's gonna make it more messy and frizzy and lose hair. I like to crochet my dreads right after I shower and wash these, or at least that they're wet, so when they dry, I hope that the loose hair kind of stays locked in there, even though I know that it most likely doesn't, and that's why I have to keep on crocheting like every week or two. I wouldn't recommend crocheting more than once a week, because you are going to cause a lot of damage to your dreads, and I would never recommend going higher than 1mm for a crochet hook. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people do. I've heard a few people actually crochet their dreads with like a 3mm, but I think that's just way too big. And I mean, it's up to you. It's your dreads. You can do what you want, but I'm gonna strongly recommend to do a 5mm, or at most like a 0.7mm. The good thing about crocheting your dreads is that it just makes it look neater. It tightens it. When you're on your beginning stages of dreadlocks, it makes them look better. I know when I first crocheted my dreads, I got a lot of compliments about them, and they wondered why they didn't look like that before. And every time when the loose hair would fall out, they would ask, why does it not look neat anymore, or why they look messy, or I guess dirty, when in reality that's just the loose hair. You can't see, but I do have a lot of loose hair. Like that's pretty big. I just have frizz mostly, so I try not to really be concerned about it. I know at the back of my head I have a lot of little loose hairs everywhere, because I don't really pay attention to it. I'll try to show you guys how to crochet it in, but I don't know if you can really see it that well, would be the problem. Let's see if I can do like we'll just do this one. So I have all this loose hair all right there, which is mostly just the front of my face, and I don't really try to crochet it in, but just for show you guys, you take this, you take all the loose hair and you wrap it, you just keep twisting it, and if it's long enough you can wrap it around the dread, but mostly I just like to gather it all together, and then I keep it in between my thumb and my dread, and then take your crochet hook. I like to keep my thumb on the flat side so the hook is faced into me, but you know, just a preference of style of how people like to do it. And I take it and I wrap loose hair around it, and then I try to crochet it in to the dread without going on the other side. And another bad thing about crocheting your dreads, well, I guess I don't know if it's a bad or a good thing for you guys, is that if you crochet near the root and all the loose hair is in, it's gonna make it stick out, like if you've backcombed your dreads when you start and how you just look like Sideshow Bob. That's how it's gonna look, or at least until it loosens again. And I've never really liked it. I like it more relaxed and laying flat, but a lot of people like it because there's no loose hair, so you see it's not sticking up that bad, but there's still loose hair. I didn't really want to get it all in, but I can feel it, and I can feel it in the middle of the dread on my scalp tightened. And a lot of the time if you go too tight, it can make stress, it can just create stress on your scalp, and you get those little bumps that you get when you first start your dreadlocks, that itch, and they're just from the stress of your hair being too tight. And I don't scratch them or anything. I do crochet my my dreads a lot because of the bottoms I have extensions in, so it doesn't hurt my dreads since it's all fake hair going down right here. I just try to keep them looking nice and neat and uniform for my work in my school. But if you guys have any questions, let me know and I'll try to get back to you right away. If you have any other ideas for next week's video or the videos upcoming, you can go ahead and comment on Instagram or comment down below. Please subscribe, like, all that, and so we can just keep it growing, keep it good. So I think that's it.